whiskey. It wouldn't be the first time I've had this flavor trip, but fuck it, can I know myself? World's longest shit. You've got these beautiful eyes, always trying to see the bright side. You're so much less insufferable without a sex drive.
I'm remorseless as I use you for my mental validation. You're like someone I used to know, the kind of drug I used to smoke. Too old to be manipulated, I smile at your notifications. What you're doing is abhorrent, you deserve to rot in prison. I'm remorseless as I use you for my mental validation. You're like someone I used to know, the kind of drug I used to smoke. Too old to be manipulated, I smile at your notifications.
If somehow we can meet in the middle of this our path, contaminated with filth, I've never felt like this before. I'm negatively electric with the fantasy of what you'd be if you were committing a
I want to crawl into a frame with you beside me. We can flirt on camera and I can call you baby, laughing our heads off as we attempt a 10-minute best friend tag that takes 20 minutes. The comments are shipping us. We're writing fan fiction about what we would do if we were dating. We've made out like 10 times. Each one was for one of our videos. And when the camera turns off, you're crying alone at night and smoking till you fall asleep. How can anyone live in such a state of self-loathing? Is my love enough to combat your compulsion to weep? I can't wipe this stupid grin off of my face. It shows up after I make you laugh. Your humor's infectious. I'm falling over onto my back, and I'm calling you baby. Can I call you baby? I take the train to your house. We alternate and we pay for the train. The money we'll make, setting up the right mood. I hate watching people on YouTube that we'd like to throw onto a track. You're a psychopath, the way you attack yourself. I know better than to offer you help by sacrificing myself. Can't wipe this stupid grin off of my face. It shows up after I make you laugh. Your humor's infectious. I'm falling over onto my back, and I'm calling you baby. Can I call you baby? Self-deprecating meltdowns and emotionally distant letdowns, and carving my name into skin and crying how much he hurts himself for me. Jealousy and refusal to exercise fidelity. In every language he doesn't understand the word no. Making Spotify playlists and saving blood in the necklace, and carving my name in skin and crying how much he hurts himself for me. Jealousy and refusal to exercise fidelity. In every language he doesn't understand the word no. Self-deprecating meltdowns and emotionally distant letdowns, and carving my name into skin and crying how much he hurts himself for me. Jealousy and refusal to exercise fidelity. In every language he doesn't understand the word as he's biking home. He's just a naive little fawn, not a thought about the darkness within. You wrapped your wing around this boy, a protective arm to caress. You told him all about your problems. You showed him pictures you couldn't unsend.
When I think about the people you work with, the way they cringe with disgust at your sight, at your smell, at the clothes that you wear, at the stains that you bear, and I have to wonder, how can they not care? You're visibly nauseating, assumably evil to your co-workers. No one goes on in the bathroom when you undress and take those pics and send them to little kids.
I wanna catch your neck, I wanna stab your throat. Your filthy flesh, I want to lacerate. I cut until there's blood, and the knife falls from my shaking fist. The stripes on my legs belong on your neck. I don't like to judge appearance, but your mug would make a maggot puke. Body shaming is pathetic, but your fat frame would only look good on a stick. Your smugness renders you unbearable. You can't imagine the way I cringe. How that little boy admires you. You take advantage of his innocence.
When I think of all the teens you talk to, the boys you claim take advantage of a sweet old man like you, the dugout you defile, how can no one sense evil miles away from you? You ask, you don't think I'm a perv, do you? And I'm throwing up in my mouth as he says, of course not. Your vileness reeks more than your unwashed hands.
I wanna catch your neck, I wanna stab your throat. Your filthy flesh, I want to lacerate. I cut until there's blood, and the knife falls from my shaking fist. The stripes on my legs belong on your neck. I wanna catch you red, I wanna stab your throat. Your filthy flesh, I wanna lacerate. I turn until there's blood, and the knife falls from my shaking fist. The stripes on my leg belong on your neck.
I've met too many guys like you for anything you do to make me sick. But you should know every little choice you make gives me the ick. I couldn't narrow it down to just one thing that leaves me pissed. The pedophile in your bio, or the fact that you like 8-year-old kids. Merci beaucoup, and thank you too for leaving girls alone online and containing your predatory gaze to 12-year-old guys. You should know I've seen way worse than your ass and your dick, but I'm still locking it up after I cork it with a brick. He's a proud bisexual pedophile. He's a self-proclaimed pervert with a child grooming smile. He's He's a cross-dresser with an open mind. He walks his New Jersey streets like an average 30-year-old white guy. Proud bisexual pedophile. He's a self-proclaimed pervert with a child-grooming smile. He's a cross-dresser with an open mind. He walks his New Jersey streets like an average 30-year-old white guy. Psychoanalyze you if I tried. You call me baby knowing I'm a 13-year-old child. You send me photos cause you miss me with those puppy dog eyes, and then you send X-rated selfies of other teenage guys. You should know that I appreciate your trust that I gained, like how open you were about sharing with me your first name. Instead of unsolicited pics, you ask first if I trade. This man cares about consent, he just don't care about age. He's a proud bisexual pedophile. He's a self-proclaimed pervert with a child-grooming smile. He's a cross-dresser with an open mind. He walks his New Jersey streets like an average 30-year-old white guy. Proud bisexual pedophile. He's a self-proclaimed pervert with a child-grooming smile. He's a cross-dresser with an open mind. He walks his New Jersey streets like an average 30-year-old white guy. He's a proud bisexual pedophile. He's a self-proclaimed pervert with a child-grooming smile. He's a cross-dresser with an open mind. He walks his New Jersey streets like an average 30-year-old white guy. Why can't it be you and I think I'm the monster you tucked away, the awful shirt you grew out of and gave away, on the floor you vacuumed up, the distorted mirror you smashed apart. I hide a demon from
Why can't it be you and I think we're better off alone than knowing each other's scent and the way that lips feel. A spiritual experiment. Do you know what it's like to be someone's filthy little secret? It feels like you're not real at all and living under somebody's bed. Can you see my ugly monster who hides within? Can you understand why he had to hide for so long? Does the one you've tucked away and tried to kill look at all like mine? Would they look cute together, walking hand in hand in stride? He plays soccer. He has a dog named Bear. He wants to buy a stapler and clamp it through his hair. Oh wait, my bad. I actually meant football because this is Ireland and they don't play soccer there. Brave young masochist can't afford a stapler, so he scrolls through people's live streams and watches people cosplay Smurfs. Listen to alt rock bands and 2010s pop and YouTube songs. Sometimes he eats fish and chips in bed and chicken and Coca-Cola. He has ADHD, which makes sense because he's clingy. Don't at me, that's not a bad thing. It just means caffeine makes you sleepy. Hey, we have another thing in common. We're both people pleasers. One day we'll both grow out of it. Let the people please themselves. Brave young masochist can't afford a stapler, so he scrolls through people's live streams and watches people cosplay Smurfs. Listen to alt rock bands and 2010s pop and YouTube songs. Sometimes he eats fish and chips in bed and chicken and Coca-Cola. I don't need some elaborate story to trauma dump to a stranger online. I just need you in my life. I don't hold anything against you. I wouldn't date me either. Okay, that isn't what I meant, but I know there's a book of reasons
that we shouldn't be together. But if you knew what I do for you, would you love me back even a little? I'd wait 100 years for your answer. I'd bend the country in half so the tips where we live would touch. I'm sorry, that sounded like an innuendo, but I swear I'm not like my creepy ex. I learned how to flirt from a 35-year-old man, and I also like girls who climb trees. If you knew I planned our wedding, would you think that I'm a creep? I'd like to think I'm above such things like venting about how no one will date me. And I like to pretend I'm level-headed and not unhealthily obsessed. Of course I want you to be happily married to a man as smart as you. Of course you don't need to like me back from similar things we went through. But if you knew how I bend time and space for you just to make your life perfect, would you see your belief you're unlovable is all just a lie? I'd bend the country in half so the tips where we live would touch. I swear I'm not like your creepy ex. I learned how to flirt from a 35-year-old man, and I also like girls in their early 20s. If you knew I planned our wedding, would you think that I'm a creep? You said just because he texts you back, that doesn't mean anything will happen. Well, he and I have something in common. You text us both back. You act like it's crazy, you want to see him again. Does that mean I'm even crazier? I want to see you forever. I'd bend the country in half so the tips where we live would touch. I swear I'm not like our creepy exes. I learned how to flirt from a 35-year-old man, and like him I also complain about being single. And I've made this song about him again. If you knew I planned our wedding, would you think that I'm a creep? Would you no longer want to see me? I miss your stupid smile, and I miss your stupid eyes, and I miss your stupid voice, and your stupid, distracting, fucking sexy, perfect laugh. The way we'd call like there were no boundaries at all. I wish you kept all the promises you made to that foolish kid. I wish you wanted to talk more. I wish you wanted to meet me. Sometimes I close my eyes and believe we'd make each other so fucking happy. I miss how I felt before I knew what love was. I would wake up before the sun and write until everyone else woke up. I'd make breakfast in 10 minutes and finish my 3-mile run in 20. Then I'd open my computer for school and be done in 4 hours. I'd go outside and imagine what it's like to save a dog shelter from monsters. I recall marrying an alien and reviving a human experiment. Or I'd take my scooter and zoom around as I narrated my book. Then I'd go inside and write and get mad at my mom for calling me to dinner. I'd be in bed at 10. My life was simple then, and on a scale of numbers, every day would be a 10. I was free to fly and laugh and lie. I was innocent and sometimes shy. I didn't care, nor did I dare miss out, because I had no need for love, for love. My backyard had this tetherball pole. I pretended it was an entrance to an underground lab with a periscope on top. I had 10 imaginary friends. We used our weaknesses and strengths to rob from thieves and rescue banks. We recreated World War I and fought inside a tank. When I said I thought that boys were gross, that didn't mean I was opposed, because if somebody asked me out, I'd probably say yes. I was happily alone, creating stories on my own, having adventures I'd write down. I'd sleep so peacefully at night. I was skinny and religious, and so effortlessly intelligent. Holding hands was overrated. I had stuffed animals to hold. I'd be in bed by 10. My life was simple then. My bed was full of stuffed animals who'd want to share it with a man. I was free to fly and laugh and lie. I was innocent and sometimes shy, more obsessed with getting a dog than a mate, because I had no need for love, for love. By the end of this week, my body will be all that you see. I've determined that if Jesus exists or not, there will be suffering. I don't want to live a lonely life devoid of love and peace. I only feel safety when I sleep. The reward for the most faithful of God's men? Where is the grace for the ones who honor Him? If I don't believe in God, does hell await me when I die? Do I I believed when I was 6 years old in the God my parents' stories told, and that he took away my sins. Does my get out of hell free card still exist? Does no Christian commit suicide? Do I still feel regret after I die? If I go to heaven, will God be ashamed? Why have you given up on me, he'll say. Why has everybody given up on me? The worst gift anyone ever gave to me was consciousness. Where is the reward for the most faithful of God's men? Where is the grace for the ones who honor Him? If I don't believe in God, does hell await me when I die? Do I suffer judgment for the murder of myself? Where is the reward? Where is the grace? Where is the reward? Where is the grace? Where is the reward? Where is the grace? Where is the reward? And where is the grace? It's like you're standing at the edge of a slippery rock and looking down at freezing water from a 30-foot drop. You know there's no flying back up the moment you choose to jump, and once you're falling, the distance sends you in complete shock. How can anyone enjoy his last day on earth with the nerves and the knowledge that he won't see anyone else tomorrow? The smiles that we made today, by tomorrow will all fade away. The happy final memories we shared will disappear. You plan your itinerary for the very last day, packing your favorite hobbies in the hours that remain. Did you anticipate lethargy on the morning before, and all your final activities feel more like a chore? How can anyone enjoy his last day on earth with the nerves and the knowledge that he won't see anyone else tomorrow? The smiles that we made today, by tomorrow will all fade away. The happy final memories we shared will disappear. Every bite of food is chalk, all your laughter is stiff, entire conversations pass in one blink you miss. You're further than ever before from the people you love. Your mind prepares you for the journey that may take you above or below. Do you even really know? How can anyone enjoy his last day on earth with a nerve
nerves, and the knowledge that he won't see anyone else tomorrow. The smiles that we made today, by tomorrow will all fade away. The happy final memories we shared will disappear. How can anyone enjoy his last day on earth with the nerves and the knowledge that he won't see anyone else tomorrow? The smiles that we made today, by tomorrow will all fade away. The happy final memories we shared will disappear. He was just a little rat in a shadow, but he knew where his family was at. Half drowned in a tunnel filled to the brim with hail and water that petrified him. Unmistakably a squirrel with a tail so cold and wet, it looked as if it shred. Warmed up by a sleeve set down by a tree, his strength would come in the morning he would leave. If I put my life to music, it would sound like this. And if I put my life in a book, it would read like shit. So does my bucket list. Does anyone die happy anyway? Or are they happy just to have
alone in a double bed. If my life were music, it would sound like this. This is my future. You should have been here. This is my future. You should have been here. Whoever dies happy, whoever lived, who dies happy, I never lived. You are my bucket list. I don't know why I love her when she's got more patches than a quilt. She scares me, but I love her, and on some days it burdens me with guilt. Do I say goodbye without a trace? Do I stop letting her see my face? Do I fall head over heels and betray all that I believe? She wears a mask for self-esteem, but she pulls it down for me. When the waters rage and storm, she looks for any boat but me to take her to shore, but I'm the one who brings her back anyway. Her. She trips every day and falls in mud. I know I can't not love her, even though our worlds are far apart. When she trips and falls in mud, who's the one to pick her up? She cleans the mud off everyone else's clothes but mine. She wears a mask for self-esteem, but she pulls it down for me. When the waters rage and storm, she looks for any boat but me to take her to shore, but I'm the one who brings her back anyway. She pushes me away but pulls me back, 'cause I'm the one who brings her back to shore.